My name is David, dear viewers, and today we are talking about the value of work and the importance of work. Because, boy, after all the things I had done in life, accomplishing all the church in my community, Nyamitanga Community Church, and the founding Home of Love, Home of Love and Dreams Ministry, and starting a school and all these things, then you realize there is a need, and you're going to believe with me, being in need forces you to be a creative, and so you have to. Then it forced us. We began to realize we have all this to do, but there's a need to take care of our children, to provide food and to provide education and everything. And then I realized that God, the principles of God on how we can be blessed. The Bible says, I will bless the works of your hands. So God expects us, even as a pastor in my community. Many pastors in my fellowship I've interacted with. I realized none of the pastors want to jump out of their coats and ties and find some work to do. But I thought I wanted to be a pastor of a difference, and that's when when I got married, I realized then I need to provide for my family, for my wife, and we needed to build our own home. We needed to have all the things going, and I began to look for something to do. But remember, from 9, when I was still young, I needed to live after my life on the street. I remember we used to find some work and go cut trees and do decoration and ask for people if we could decorate their hotels and all these places for some pay. And so that's where I began to appreciate, to value the work entity in my life, and how I began to know that, oh man, if you work, then you gain dignity, and it created pride for me. The fulfillment, because I knew then I can provide for my home. It fulfilled my heart, and then when I got married, we realized we needed a home, but also in our community there was a need. People were building. We are in a very fast growing community, and everyone is building houses, and so they were buying bricks out of town, 300 2 hours or 3 hours out of town drive. And so we said, how about if we started a brick making business? And so I thought about it. I shared it with my friends, and I said, hey, let's try it out. And we went and talked to a friend who had a piece of land, who said, we want to make bricks. Please, if you gave us your piece of land, we will pay you this much after we made our bricks. And so we began to make bricks, and so we made lots and lots of bricks, and we realized that people appreciated our brick making business because they would come and buy it and pay us money, and then we began to save enough money. And then later we realized that yes, we can come up with a plan for our house. And then I went and designed the plan we needed for a house, and we had some money to start with. But I remember then God spoke to me to build a place of worship, and so we started building. We started with the money we had, we built a church in our community, and so we continued with our business and sold bricks, and then we had enough money to start our home. You need to see our home. It's a beautiful home in our community. So there is, it gives you pride. Now everyone sees me as a successful pastor, and I talked about it gives you dignity. People now respect us, and so as you serve God in the area, you're proud. You have accomplished something. So there is value for work, and I want to encourage you, my dear workers, my dear viewers, that it is God's plan for us to find some work, to find something we can do to support our homes, to support our ministries. And boy, you don't know how valuable you'll be in our community. And then recently, with a home full of the children, we realized we were spending a lot of money on vegetables. And we said, I asked my neighbor to let us use his piece of land. And then we wanted to start a very good vegetable garden. And the guy allowed, and we bought the seedlings. And thank God, I shared with my children. They came with me. We have come up with a very good garden. Now, when you come and find the children are not in our home just to get education and food, but they're learning how to do some work, because they can now. Recently, we harvested very good, cabbage and spinach and all these kind of vegetables. So so it's important when you do some work. Yeah.
Okay.